Hey, Alec, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you very well. Thanks for joining this call.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for sorry about the miscommunication last on Friday, Saturday.
No worries, no worries. Alec, you showed interest on raising capital for your own fund. We have already received some materials from your own side, and what you are doing quite interesting for us. I think maybe the best way to start the call with is just to give me a better background on you and on what you have done so far. What are you looking to do with the next few months? And before the end of this call, if there is any fit to work together, so I will share a bit what the next few steps will look like.
Yeah, that'd be great. So yeah, just a little bit more about me. My background, I had a good software exit, so I sold my software company back in 2021. We tracked Facebook and Instagram like patterns to build sales leads. And then started basically dumped half the money into e-commerce and half of it into trading. We've been trading now since 2021, and basically just have gone through doing separately managed accounts. And then in August of this past year, we had a guy by the name of Phil Williams. He's actually on our deck. He came in as a general partner. Phil had about 9 million or so trading, and we did really well for him. And so he called in August and said, "Hey, I think you guys are ready to start a fund, right?" And so he offered to come on as GP. And so he spent 23 years between Merrill Lynch and Morgan Stanley, billions AUM. So when a guy like that offers to come as your general partner, right, you take it, right? So we've done that, and we've we're trading anywhere between 40 to 50 million a month right now. Our structure is as follows. We're a very highly liquid fund, and so what that means essentially is we only have a 6-month lockup period. We can pay out either monthly if people don't want to compound, or they can compound. We have accounts with Brockdagong out of Singapore, and then we've got accounts in Cyprus as well for international investors, as well as in St. Kitts and Nevis. And so we do that, and then we're regulated in the US. We use Juniper Square. I don't know if you're familiar with them for reporting and auditing. I'm trying to think of what else. We're roughly trying to hit right around 1.5% to 3% a month net of fees to our investors. We've done that very consistently, and we only do about 0.5% to 1% drawdown. So it's people use this kind of as a glorified savings account in a way, right? People can stick in IRAs in the US, self-directed 401ks. So we're regulated to do all of that, right? So does that give you a little bit of an idea of us?
Absolutely. Thanks for sharing that. And for 2025, what have you raised and closed for capital?
I've raised another about $4 million so far.
This year, correct?
Yes.
How have you done that?
Mostly just through I travel a lot, so just networking as I travel and meet with people. I get referred to people, obviously, from very happy clients of ours. And then we've honestly had 2 family offices come in, and then another 2 are about to close in June. And I'm hoping to get about between 14 to 18 million from the 2 of those that are coming in.
Got it. And as you have already mentioned right here, you are looking to raise 150 million, correct?
Correct.
And how do you think that you will raise that? Do you have any roadmap on how you would do that during the year? Or would you do that next year, or is it like this year?
I mean, we'd like to get it to at least 100 this year, and then maybe 150 by the end of next year. So that's kind of where we're at with that.
And the current asset under management today, is it 30 million, or is it has already been increased?
We're trading between our separately managed accounts and the fund about 40 million.
That's the overall.
Correct.
Okay. Got it. And for the last 2 quarters, do you have any numbers on the max drawdown report that you had?
Yeah, let me pull that up for you. It's in that email I sent you. Let me pull it up.
You have already sent it over, all right?
Yes.
Okay, I can just note it down so we can get back to it after the call.
It's
And
kind of,
you have already sent over the trade history, performance, everything that is related to that, correct?
yep, everything and all legal documents.
Okay. We have already seen the intro deck. That's the pretty basics that we take a look on before we jump on the call. But other materials, we can take a look on it after the first call. Okay. And
Yep.
what do you think that you have for the unique selling point, your edge? What do you think that it can actually help you out to stand out in the industry? What have you already built, established it for an edge, if we say that?
Yeah, I mean, track record for sure. I mean, also just the high liquidity, right? Most funds have a lockup period for a couple of years, especially with these hedge fund strategies. So being able to access your money very quickly, that's definitely been an edge for us. Our team, our minimums are much smaller, right? They're about $100,000, so people can come in on a smaller scale just to test it out. So it's been good. And I mean, the other edge would probably be, just once again, our team, right? Having a person that's managed billions of dollars as a general partner, between Phil and I, between all of our backgrounds, right? Like I had a successful software exit. So, a lot of people know me here in the West side of the United States. And then Phil's obviously very well known. And then our board, American Capital Partners, they've made very significant amounts of capital in the crypto markets as well. So they're a very well-renowned firm. So I would just say our team is on top of obviously the performance, and then highly liquid fund and being able to take distributions monthly.
Okay. Got it. And through the intro decks that you have already sent over to us, have you raised capital through that, or you have only raised capital from your own referrals and connections?
I've raised capital through the deck for sure. This, like the email that I sent you is what I send out to prospective investors.
Okay.
Yep.
And the lockup period that you currently have for the investment commitments?
Say that again.
The lockup period, for how long they need actually to leave their own investment with you? Is it like there is any terms on that?
Yeah, it's 6 months.
6 months, that's the minimum?
Yep.
Yeah.
But they can pull out their profit in month 1. They can pull it out every month, starting in month 1.
Profit month 1. Okay, and the minimal check size, as you have already mentioned before, or in the intro deck, as I can see right here, 50K, correct?
Yep. Correct.
Okay, understood. Since when have you been in the industry?
Since 2021.
2021, and before that, you have already been in the industry. Your own experience, or was it like you had no experience before at all? You just started out in 2021?
No, our traders have been trading since 2019, 2018 timeframe. So we've got 3 full-time traders and 5 full-time developers. So we kind of all have very diverse backgrounds, but yeah, they've been trading since 2018, 2019 timeframe.
Got it. And how old are you, by the way?
I'm 24.
24. You're pretty young, by the way.
I get it a lot.
Congrats on your success.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Where are you based?
I am based in Sweden, in Dubai.
Nice. I was just in Dubai in February, and I was also in Riyadh.
Riyadh. All right. Did you have any connection with family office right there?
Do you know who Taha Mamon is?
Yeah, I know.
I went with him. So
all right.
He made a bunch of intros, and yeah, it's been good. I did raise some capital, and so that was good. But yeah, definitely looking for more investors out in the Middle East and internationally. So
got it. So you have already raised capital from them?
Yeah, I have.
How much have you raised? Is it like the 4 million?
No, I've raised a few $100,000. We're waiting to get some more commitments in. You know how Ramadan was, right? So
yeah.
just picking back up again with everything. I'm hoping that I'm going to meet with Jadwa. I want to meet with them. So we'll see if that happens. I'm getting Taha to set that up. I mean, the first time you go to Riyadh, right? It's like trying to meet everyone, trying to meet with families. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just busy. And so,
lot to do, right?
yeah, exactly. So, and then it was a lot of consulting for me too. I do a lot of structured finance. So like with, an actual financial instruments. And so people are just picking my brain with that kind of stuff. I try to provide some value before I ask for investment, if that makes sense,
Yeah,
So,
got it. Makes all the sense. Got it. And what's your own vision? What are you looking to scale up the fund to? Do you have any financial visions that you are looking to take the fund to?
yeah, we want to take this to a total of about 200 million. And then we want to do a hard commodity trade desk. And I'd like to raise about $500 million for that, $500 million to $1 billion for that.
Okay. And do you have any timeline on that?
I would like to do that in the next 3 to 4 years.
Will you do an exit on it?
Say that again.
Will you do any exit on it? Will you sell it out with the time?
No, I think I would just operate it. And then, I mean, no, I don't think we'd sell the fund. I think what I would probably do, to be honest, is manage these people's money, and then just build their trust, and then just keep putting them into more of the things that we do, right? So, yeah. I mean, Arcane. So just to give you another background on me, I mean, I have a trade desk set up out of New York, and we do iron condors. I don't know if you've heard of those.
Yeah.
We do an iron condor strategy in the options markets out there. I'm not raising for that right now, but we're trading about 11 million total in that. And then I also have a gold. We do like buy and sell physical bullion. And I do that out of Dubai, and that's all regulated, but we're not raising for that right now, but I can see that coming. You know what I mean? So right now I'm just trying to really grow Arcane because we're ready to go up to that 150 million mark, right? And then after that, we'll kind of come back and go where else we want to go, So
That's it. And today, how many meetings you getting per month from qualified investors or LPS that are interested in your own fund, that you are doing the outreach to?
Say that one more time. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. Do you have today any methods, any strategies to keep generating new meetings, qualified meetings with LPS investors each month?
No, it's other than me just going to because it's hard with our fund, right? Because we're a Reg D 506B fund, so we can't really solicit, if that makes sense, right?
Okay.
My other fund, Invictus, I probably could solicit, but it's not really tied into Arcane. We will have another one set up here soon, and we could probably solicit from that one if that's like what we need to do. But it wouldn't be directly, we wouldn't solicit from Arcane, if that makes sense.
Okay. So to raise the 150 million that you are looking to raise, what do you think that you need to have in the place? And what do you think that you need to have for operators, or what do you need to have for access in order to make that happen?
So, I mean, we have a very robust system. Like I've got really good teams in place in the sense of administration, if that makes sense. We could scale all the way up, like we're ready to go. I love your posts on LinkedIn, by the way, because I definitely think all those things all the time, right? We have the infrastructure in place to scale up to 150 million for sure. Like the investor reports go out every month. We use Juniper Square for onboarding. It's very simple. We can get stuff sent out, within 5 minutes of meeting an investor, right? Like it's very quick. I think my biggest hurdle is making sure I meet the right family offices, or the right high net worth individuals to be able to help me get to that point, right? Because you're not going to go raise 150 million off 100 grand check size, right? Like that's a headache. But that being said, I wanted to make sure Arcane felt inclusive. So I mean, I do have several people that have $100,000 to $400,000, call it, in the fund, which is totally fine, But then I also have families that have 10 million or 5 million, right? So it kind of just depends on where they're looking to allocate and the kind of people we're meeting. Like, yes, the less investors, probably the better, So
Exactly. And how many investors did you got so far?
We have about 38 right now.
38. And they are not from the US only. I'm assuming that they are globally, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Team members, you got like 8 or how many?
3 traders, 5 full-time developers, 3 general partners.
Okay.
And then one company on a board.
Okay. I'm assuming that you are here for the long term, correct? As you have already mentioned to me, right? You are not looking to do any exits. You are looking to stay here for the markets, correct?
Correct.
Why you haven't built your own personal brand? I'm just curious to know more about it.
Why have I not, or why?
Why you have not?
I mean, I feel like I've done decently well on my personal brand. I mean, I don't know. Like I'm pretty active on I've done well on Instagram. I've done decent on LinkedIn. I mean, I don't post a lot, obviously. But
are you getting any investors from LinkedIn or Instagram from this?
Yeah, I've gotten about 4 from Instagram.
Yeah. So why you don't keep pushing on them?
It's hard in the US, as you know, to solicit investment, right? So you've got to be really, really careful. So I have just been very cautious, right, about my online dealings and making sure that I am doing stuff above board. That's been my biggest, I guess, hurdle. You know what I mean?
Got it. But I think you are just overthinking, man. It's nothing like that. I know the biggest hedge funds in the industry right now, and they're actually pushing their own personal brand more than ever. And they keep getting new meetings from there, they keep getting new investors from there. Because if you will get one inbound investor, that will be way better to close them than any cold investor that you have been engaged with before. Did you got it? And as you have already told me right here, you are here for the long term. Then why you don't work on that, establish your own personal brand on that, so you can keep generating sources from there. If you will not close them online, you can just get to them right there. You will just open the line from there. Then you can start to travel to them. You got it, and start to visit them face to face, meet up with them, and then you can close them. You got it. So I think maybe you are missing out, because as I can see, you have a pretty unique concept. I have already seen the materials currently. You have impressive uh, structure. You are generating profits every month. That's what the most of the investors are looking to. So I think maybe you need only to push the unique concept that you have today to the industry more than ever.
Yeah, and I think it's, once again, it's kind of what I told you when we texted on LinkedIn, right? I think it's making the right connections with the right family offices and the right ultra high net worths, right? Because like I said, getting 100K a person, I mean, it's totally possible, right? But I'd rather get 10 families that I trade for than 1,000 individual check sizes, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah, it makes all. Yeah, less headache. Yeah, sure.
So it's that too. And it's understanding that, because I like working with people like you, because you're obviously out of the country. You're not in the US, right? And you have those, you've definitely come across family offices and hedge funds and people that work with guys like us. You know what I mean?